Hello, Brad here with S&S Tire representing NARPRO, which is Neighborhood Automotive Repair Professionals. I'm here today to show you how to install your spare tire and to show you that it's not as stressful as a situation as one might think. When you first realize you have a flat tire, the first thing you want to do is put both hands on the steering wheel. Don't do anything abrupt like step on the brakes hard. Just pull over to the side of the road to a safe spot. You'll want to set the parking brake and your hazards and exit the vehicle safely. Most of the spares in vehicles nowadays are in the trunk area. If yours is not in this area, consult your owner's manual to find out where your spare is located. The spare is located in the trunk area of this vehicle. There's a hold down here that I'm unscrewing, and the spare should be free. All of the spare tools should be in the trunk area near the spare as well, like the spare jack and also the lug wrench. I come over here and put the spare next to the vehicle. Gonna grab the jack out of the back as well as the rest of the tools. All right, so I've got the jack and the lug wrench here. These are the two tools you need to take the tire off. I am first gonna set the jack. Again, I do have the parking brake, so the vehicle shouldn't be rolling when I set the jack here. There's a pinch weld underneath here that this is gonna sit right in line with. A lot of these compact vehicles have pinch welds on them. Again, that's not always the case, so consult your owner's manual just to make sure where they want this jack located. When you're lifting a vehicle, the first thing you want to make sure is you have the jack on a nice level surface and make sure that there isn't going to be anything that slides the jack when you go to lift the vehicle up. Secondly, you want to make sure that it gets right here on the pinch weld. Not all vehicles are like that, so you may have to consult your owner's manual if you do not have a pinch weld. But as you can see here, the lip of the jack goes right onto the pinch weld and it lifts up. So I want to just lift the vehicle just up enough to relieve a little bit of the pressure, but not all of it. And the reason why is because I want this tire to still have some pressure of the vehicle on it. So when I take my lug wrench here to loosen up these lug nuts, the tire is not spinning back and forth on me. So here, I'm gonna loosen up some of these lug nuts. Almost there, just one more. As you can see, I'm not taking them all the way off yet. I just want to get them loose. And now I'm going to come back to the jack and jack it the rest of the way up, because now those lug nuts are loose. That tire, don't have to worry about it spinning on me when I take those lug nuts the rest of the way off. All right, the spare is up off the ground. There's plenty of space underneath it. I should be able to take all these lug nuts off pretty easy now. All right, now that I have all the lug nuts off, the wheel will just slide right off. I'm gonna put this tire that is flat in the trunk area so I can take it to a NARPRO shop to get it fixed. And then I'm gonna take my spare and it'll just slide right on these studs here. Just like that. You want to kind of make sure it's center and all the way on. Take the lug nuts, put these back on by hand as far down as they can go. There we go. They're all as hand tight as I can get them. I'm going to go back over to my jack and lower it down just a little bit so the tire's touching the ground so it doesn't move as I tighten these lug nuts up. All right, the tire is just barely touching the ground there. Again, I don't want it all the way down until I get these lug nuts tightened up. And when you're tightening these lug nuts up, you want to go in a star pattern. The star pattern that you want to make sure that the lug nuts are tightened in, you want to start with the one on the top and then go across from that one, and then just keep crossing as you keep tightening the lug nuts. And that'll make sure that it gets a nice even seat onto the hub of the vehicle. All right, now I'm gonna go back in that star pattern and just give them a nice snug turn. All right, and we have got the spare on. I'm gonna go back to the jack here, lower it down, lower the jack down all the way. And that's how you put a spare on near the side of the road.